The man took his wife to a small island for their honeymoon, but due to fatigue driving on the return trip, he accidentally killed a pedestrian. The next day, the police showed up at their door, but the country's unique law left them stunned. As long as the criminal had enough money, they could have a clone made of them, and the criminal could watch the entire execution of the clone. For the wealthy, this was a twisted yet thrilling game. The man accepted the substitute. He was taken into a room filled with silicone, and staff members put a respirator on him. When the man woke up again, he saw an unbelievable scene. The clone was incredibly realistic. Not only had it copied his appearance, but also his memories. When the clone was brought to the execution platform, the man sat in the audience watching the performance. The person executing the death sentence turned out to be the boy he had hit. The man was not afraid, but rather a little excited. Afterward, he took the clone's ashes with him. His wife couldn't accept the absurdity of it all and wanted to leave the place. As they were about to leave, the man realized his passport was missing. He went to the hotel front desk for help, where he met Mina, the woman he had gone sightseeing with earlier. Mina invited him to her room for a drink. Once inside, Mina's husband and several others seemed to be waiting for him. It turned out they were all murderers who had been sentenced to death and had used clones to replace their executions. The man decided to join this group of people on a hunting trip. The group donned grotesque masks and quietly approached a house. In the chaos, the family of 3 was slaughtered. All participants were caught by the police. The man thought he could still escape punishment with a clone, but the sheriff said the incident was too severe, and no amount of money would help this time. Soon, the wealthy were escorted to the execution ground. At this point, the man deeply regretted it and tried to make a final struggle, but he was still executed with his throat slit on the spot. However, cheers erupted from the stands. It turned out that all the people being executed were actually clones. The man sat among the crowd. It seemed he had already integrated into this circle and had come to feel the thrill this country gave him. Later, James returned to the hotel with the second clone's ashes, and when his wife saw them, she instantly understood what had happened. She decided to leave the island. She no longer cared about her husband.